Is there anything I should know?
You're asking me how a watch works. For now, let's just keep an eye on the time.
Yipee-Ki-Yay, Mr. Falcon.
I watched Eggers Nosferatu again.
Again?
Again.
I thought about watching it again.
I wanted to catch details and things.
Did you catch stuff?
Well, I saw the dick scene more. The dead dick, the gross Nosferatu dick.
Dude hangs dong.
Dude hangs dong. The ending, I paid a lot more attention to. And it was really fucking gross, man. I gotta say.
It was gross. What, when she the very, very end?
Yeah. She fingers his back crevices, man. Like, he's got dorsal
back crevices?
Yeah, he's got dorsal crags. And she
dorsal crags?
Yes, and she fingers them with her fingers. She looks at it's gross. It's the worst part.
Is it
like you see
subconsciously?
This? No, I don't know. He's eating her fucking blood chest, her chest blood, and then it's right up in the camera. And the first time you see it, and you're like, "Oh Christ, his back is so fucking gross." And then she like plays with the little crevice with her fingers. You're like, it's so nasty. It's so fucking gross. And then his face melts in the sun.
Are you glad that you went back and found this?
I guess, man. You know what? It just comes down to this. All right, I'm sick of Skarsgård. I'm tired of him. I'm sick and tired of him. He's in everything, and I'm tired of his giant lanky ass. I'm done. I don't want him in things anymore. Is that wrong?
No, it's not wrong. You can be fatigued. I read something about that last scene.
What?
They had Robert Eggers had done a lot. Like, a lot of his stuff is practical effects, right?
Yeah.
So they had rigged up all these like places for Count Orlok to be bleeding out of when he died. So they had like even if no one's gonna see it, they had like rigged up blood to come out of his armpits, his mouth, his nose. Just
from the sun
ears,
hitting him. You're saying,
every possible orifice, yeah,
okay.
Including they had plans to rig up
butthole
leakage,
blood. Ooh.
Yeah, and I think I think they found that it would be too hard to include that one, especially given that there was no way that you would notice that he was bleeding out of his.
It
butt.
sounds like it would have been really uncomfortable for Mr. Skarsgård.
Yeah, I mean everything. I think that whole process was uncomfortable.
I mean, it was also, I imagine, very uncomfortable for Lady Depp having to lay underneath the melting, grotesque beast, whatever it was made of. It was just. Yeah. I also went back and watched the end of Shadow of the Vampire. And I totally forgot.
I remember that being funny when he died.
Like that scene where Willem Dafoe is like all drunk on her blood, and he's just kind of like laying on her and just like licking at her neck, like and he's all like, and then he eats everyone.
Wild.
He killed everybody.
You killed my photographer.
You ate the script, girl. That's a good movie. Anyway, how about those Niners, huh?
Niners? Yeah, I hear they're having a great time in Cancun.
Fucking Joe Montana, he's great.
Sure. He threw the ball well.
He was a good thrower of balls. Sweaty balls. What are you watching, Tom?
What am I watching?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
you and the fam watching a show or anything right now?
We just finished Silo.
Oh, with Rebecca Ferguson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had read those books. There's 3 books.
How is it? How's the show? I never tried
The
it.
show's pretty good.
I heard it's slow, but
It is slow, but I like that about it.
how much is there? Are there seasons?
There's 2 seasons.
Dose.
Yeah, there's 2 seasons. And the third one I think is like on now. I think it just like or no, I think it premieres in a couple weeks. But yeah, it's the 3rd season's coming. Yeah, I like it. I think it's they change a lot from the books, but I think it's all stuff that I'm into. It's not like they ruined it because they changed my favorite thing about it. No, it's
Is
cool.
it like a hard to adapt story where they had to change a lot, or
No, I don't think they had to change a lot.
it's
but
like
they did.
dystopian, right? Like
Yeah. I mean, it's called Silo. Everybody lives in this underground silo, and they all allude to the before times and the founders, and you get the feeling that some shit went really horribly wrong, and all these people just live in this underground tower.
oh, cool. It's a documentary. Sweet.
And they they have no idea why they're there, who built it, and but you're also not supposed to ask.
Word. Yeah, I'm
It's
not.
a cool show.
I'm usually I usually dig shit like that. I just haven't been in the zone for things like that. I'm going hard escapism.
Yeah. This doesn't really qualify as escapism. You don't
Yeah.
want to be in this place.
That's some heavy shit. I'm like watching cowboy stuff. I'm in a cowboy mood.
Yeah, we got to finish Yellowstone. We started Yellowstone, but never finished it.
You haven't finished what? So you have like the last half of season 5 to watch still?
I think so.
Or
Yeah.
the whole? Oh boy. Well, shit. Things happen. A lot of things happen.
That's all they ever do.
I watched. I've been watching a lot of Yellowstone. Believe it or not, I rewatched the whole fucking show because I hadn't caught up either. I hadn't seen the second half of season 5. And I didn't remember enough of the fucking show. It'd been forever since I watched it. So we just rewatched the whole thing. And I'm unashamedly, I love the stupid show. Like, it's a soap opera and shit, but I love it. I don't know why. It's just, I like
I'm
looking
into
at it, man.
I like it too.
I like the vistas. I like just the scenery sometimes. I just like looking
The
at it.
vistas?
The vistas. I like Teeter. I watched Open Range.
Teeter. Yeah.
Teeter.
Anybody understand the words she's saying?
Was that your Lloyd?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Fucking
good.
guitar, man.
I'm trying to think of a Walker line, but I can't think of anything he says. I love the way he talks. That's Ryan Bingham. Plays Walker.
Oh, Walker?
The guitar player.
Wait. Oh, he had this one line.
He says
goes,
he's got some good ones. He's got some good ones.
Yeah, you got bird dog down onto your bum teeter or something. Like she falls off a horse, and he says, "What does he say?" He says this insane bit of hick gibberish.
I just love her shit when she's talking about the lizards and the snakes and shit. It's just fantastic stuff. But I don't know. I've been watching that. I watched 1883. The one with Sam Elliott. Man, what a depressing goddamn miniseries. Jesus Christ, it's good though.
I heard it was good.
You really should. You like westerns, and like that's. I mean, it's a late western, the time period, but it's. Sam Elliott is so good.
I love Sam Elliott,
and this might be one of my favorite performances of his. It really might be. And there's so many cool cameos. Billy Bob Thornton has a great little part in one. Like you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. And it's really harsh. Like it's so harsh. Everybody dies. But
yeah, that sounds like it's right up my alley.
But it's not too much. Like it doesn't seem like it's trying to wound the audience. It just seems like it's a really hard fucking journey, man. It's basic. You played Oregon Trail, right?
Yeah, man. You have died of dysentery.
Yeah, fording rivers is fucking hard. But that made me think here. Those are all Taylor Sheridan's doing, right? He's the creator of this whole Yellowstone thing. I have to say, I'm like one of those indie band people. Like I liked him before he was popular. He's one of those weird dudes. He was an actor. Did you know that? Did you know he was an actor?
Taylor Sheridan? No.
Yeah, for years he was an actor, and he was in Sons of Anarchy. Did you ever see that? You remember that biker show?
Who was he in Sons of Anarchy?
He was the sheriff. Yeah,
The sheriff.
He was the sheriff who was friends with the club in the first.
The one that was like
who
dying
gets
of
killed.
cancer?
No, the younger one who gets killed, like third season, I think. He gets shot, and then I think the new guy comes in. And he doesn't like the club, and there's friction and all that shit.
I gotta look up what he looks like. I've heard his name attached to all this stuff. I had no idea.
Yeah, like he had bit parts in movies. He had a lot of one episode stints on shows, but Sons of Anarchy was like his longest stretch.
Yeah. I recognize him now. He's like that one horse trainer from the show, and I
Travis.
I remember who he was in Sons of Anarchy.
Yep, that's him, and I think I'm pretty sure they just killed him off, and he was like, fuck. Like, he thought he really had, and nothing new was coming along, and he was sick of playing, like, bit parts and shit. So he decided he was going to be a writer. And he had some luck. He had some real luck as a writer, because before Yellowstone came out, like, he did some shit that got him to the place where he can make Yellowstone. Because, I mean, that's a pretty big investment just for even the main show, especially with the star power it had with, Costner and all that out of the gate. But the first movie he wrote was Sicario.
Oh, Sicario's dope.
Yeah, with Benicio del Toro and Brolin. And I always forget her name. I love her. She was in Edge of
Emily Blunt?
Yeah, she was in that Tom Cruise movie, The Edge of Tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
The live, die, repeat thing that was marketed so poorly, but it's actually a really, really awesome movie. No, Sicario's fantastic.
That movie's cool.
Sicario is such a good fucking movie, dude.
That's Denis Villeneuve directed that.
Yeah. Sheridan didn't direct it; he wrote it, but that's great. And the story was fantastic. The dialogue was like, it felt like a David Mamet script, but more coherent for sure. And man, he nailed those like CIA dudes and those weird secret squirrel dudes. Like, that's what that world was like then. And shit, it's just so cool. That fucking border crossing scene.
Oh, the scene on the bridge. That's the tensest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're all waiting in the lines in the cars. Oh, so fucking cool. And just the whole, through the tunnel and the raid at the end with the two kinds of night vision. That was so fucking awesome. Just the whole movie's cool. The whole movie is just a great movie. It was a really solid hit. A lot of star power, obviously, behind it. They made a sequel later, so that was a great opening, right?
I heard that stunk.
It wasn't nearly as good. He wrote it. He did write the sequel, but it wasn't nearly as good. But I think it had more to do with how the movie was made. But it was definitely worth watching. Like, the story is not that bad.
Yeah.
It's just not. The first one was epic. Like, they really shouldn't have.
Yeah, and Benicio del Toro was great in that too.
Yeah.
He had a very understated part, but you knew that he was a badass.
Well, that's a little bit of the problem with the sequel is Emily Blunt's character is not in it. She's not in it at all. And it focuses on Benicio's character, and I think you get to too much of him.
Right.
You learn too much of him. I think he's too much on the screen.
You got just enough of him in Sicario to be very interested in him.
Yeah, and he had a menace to him, and it's kind of, and there, it's that trope of he's got to save a kid. I just hate that.
Oh.
It just always ends up so lame. But I would still watch it if I were you. But
Yeah.
between those two, he wrote 2 movies that I absolutely adore. And both of them hint at where he was going with when he would ultimately create Yellowstone. The first one that came out in 2016 was Hell or High Water.
That movie rules.
Again, Ben Foster and Chris Pine.
Western.
And Lebowski. And Chief
Jeff
Rainwater.
Bridges.
Chief Rainwater.
Thomas Rainwater.
Yeah, from Yellowstone. He's his partner as a Texas Ranger, and he was awesome in this movie. It's amazing. I hate to say it, but man, it's amazing to see how old he got by the end of Yellowstone, because Yellowstone, the show, took so many years to make. Great movie. 2 brothers against a shitty Texas bank, and
Like an oil, wasn't it an oil company?
no, it's a bank.
It's a bank. You're right.
There's oil involved, but yeah, it's a bank that they're going up against. And you know, there's a clock on what they have to do, and Ben Foster's the brother who was he's an ex-con, and there's some great Native American stuff, and there's an Indian casino thing, and it's just such a good movie. And what I really love about it is that the Texas Rangers are just as well drawn as the brothers. But
oh yeah, you were like rooting for them by the end, and you're crushed when. Well, I don't want to spoil something bad happens.
But it's also, it wasn't the same. It wasn't like the run of the mill good guy bad guy setup. You know, it wasn't like a cat and mouse thing.
You're rooting for both of them.
Yeah, they were just 2 sides of a coin, and you just got to see them both. You felt like, you know, and man, you want to know one of my favorite scenes? That old lady waitress in the restaurant.
Yeah,
what don't you want? What don't you want? Excuse me. And they're so polite. It's so fucking, that's such a good scene. And I absolutely believe that they ran into that lady. And she was like, she was like Sheridan's waitress or some shit. You got to be in my movie. That's I don't know a lot of people who like it, but I love it. And I can watch it over and over.
Had some really good dialogue in it too.
Yeah.
Like when he the one scene in the casino when he's
at the poker table.
Ben Foster's pissing off that Native American guy.
Comanche. That Comanche scene.
He's like, "Do you know what Comanche means? It means everyone is my enemy." And he goes, "So you know what that makes me?" He goes, "What?" He goes, "It makes me Comanche."
Is just and him and Chris Pine had really good chemistry, but you definitely felt a distance of like an older brother who hasn't been around a lot and a younger brother. Like you felt that they were on different, not just different places in their lives, but they were just eternally on different levels. And it was so consistent. Just everything and nothing. There's no annoying part in this movie, right? Like it's just a build up to a really sad and somewhat realistic ending, I guess. Not realistic. I don't know what the word for whatever the opposite of melodramatic
Satisfying?
is. I don't know, because it's kind of a mournful ending, isn't it? That visit
but there
at
is
the
a
end.
satisfying bit to it, like something that's supposed to work out does.
In a way, yeah. And then there's some real Jesse James shit, you know, and some real Texas shit.
That's a great movie.
It's a great movie. Great cast, great movie. And then right after that, the year after that, he wrote Wind River.
Yeah, man, what a 3-movie run.
Yeah.
Wind River's awesome.
I think that might have been, I think I saw that first. I think I saw that before I saw Hell or High Water. I didn't realize that came out first. I saw Wind River. I had no idea who he was, of course, at that time. I had no idea what that movie was. I thought it was frankly, I thought it was going to be terrible. I saw it on a streaming something, and I'm like, Jeremy Renner and what's her name? Elizabeth Olsen, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this?
Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Did they just like become friends making Marvel movies and do
Punisher.
a passion project? The Punisher.
Yeah, you got Hawkeye, Scarlet Witch, and the Punisher in that movie.
Which Punisher?
John Bernthal.
Oh, fuck. I almost forgot about him. John Bernthal out the side hatch with another cameo in an awesome movie. What is it with that guy showing up in uncredited
He knows how to pick
roles?
'em.
Yeah, and he's always like getting killed and getting fucking beaten up and shit, just like in this
He's
movie.
always one of the more interesting parts of any movie he's in.
There's some really heavy themes in this, and I think like we talked how much we hated Night Country and that fucking True
Night
Detective
Country
season.
stunk.
And like we thought it was going to be about this kind of shit in a way before the season came out, and it wasn't. But this Wind River is just, it's an exceptionally interesting world, but the stuff it deals with is so heavy, and the tone is so.
Yeah.
It's the tone though is right, like the sound, the audio, the soundtrack, that moaning, singing soundtrack is so perfect, and I don't know, man, that heavy winter. Where is this? Is Wyoming, right?
I think it's Wyoming.
Yeah, in the winter, like in the frozen ass, snowy ass winter. The murders and oil companies and shootouts and fucking.
And like that one detail about just right from the beginning when they talk about the girl that they find and what actually killed
freezing
her.
your lungs and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and they like explode out of your face or whatever.
I think I looked this up and it takes a lot longer.
Yeah, they played it up for the screen.
But it worked. It worked in the movie, and you believe the shit out of it. And then again, I don't know, man. I never went for a run in negative 30 degrees. So something's going to break. Something's going to not work anymore. And it was the first movie I ever saw, or first anything I ever saw, where I was like, fuck, Elizabeth Olsen's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
She was great, and everyone was great in that. And again, there are a lot of actors that he uses in later projects. A lot of actors in that movie show up in Yellowstone. And later he did a whole show with Jeremy Renner. So he sticks with people he likes.
What show did he do?
I haven't seen it yet, but The Mayor of Kingstown.
Oh, I heard that was great.
Yeah, that's another. This dude has so many plates spinning. I don't know how he fucking does it, but then he did
a lot of writing.
Yeah. Then he did the Yellowstone premiered in 2018, so that was the same year that Sicario 2 came out. Yellowstone dropped, and Yellowstone wasn't an out of the gate success. People who are like, I read the jerk offs on Reddit and they bitch about, and a lot of them are like, he just drops storylines left and right. Well, if you actually read about the production of it, at the end of the first 2 seasons, both times they thought they were getting canceled. They thought the show was getting canceled, so they were told, all right, you don't have the money you thought you had to film the finale, the season finale.
Tie it up.
Yeah, tie it up. And so they had to rewrite the scripts at the end of both seasons. It wasn't until season 3 onward that they knew they were going to finish the run, because then it had gotten super popular. So it's kind of hard to write a cohesive season when you think everything's coming down and you run out of money to film what the fuck you wrote, you know? So I give them passes on a lot of that.
You know what's funny about that show? I heard it was good, and I tried to watch it. And I heard it was on the Paramount Network. And I had just gotten for free Paramount Plus. And I was like, oh, yeah, Paramount Plus, Paramount Network, Yellowstone's on, but I should be able to watch it. I go on. There's all this stuff on Paramount Plus. The only thing you can't fucking watch on there is Yellowstone. You couldn't watch Yellowstone.
Really?
They had made some exclusive streaming rights deal with Peacock, with NBC,
motherfuckers,
which put Yellowstone on Peacock, even though it was a Paramount Network.
That is
show.
such horse shit.
It was bizarre. It was like one of the only reasons I actually redeemed the thing, for Paramount Plus. And also, I just remembered the line I was trying to think of earlier that Walker says.
What? What did you
When
say?
she gets thrown from a horse. Somebody gets thrown from a horse, and he just comes out ambling out of nowhere. He goes, "You got buckarooed right onto your peanut."
Yeah, that's when Beth gets thrown off the horse before he.
It's like, what?
That was
What
pretty
did he just
good.
say?
And doesn't she say something like, "I don't speak hillbilly" or something like that?
I forget, but
And then she gets thrown off.
said
Yeah,
that.
then she gets thrown off the horse again. He goes, "I don't think you speak horse neither."
That's right.
He's a great musician, man. Have you
Days
ever?
and days after that, you got buckarooed right onto your peanut.
You should check him out on Spotify.
I liked all the stuff he plays on the show. You know, he's good.
Well, he had that. You remember that? Another connection to Taylor Sheridan. Lebowski. What's his fucking name, dude?
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. He was in Crazy Heart.
Oh, he's in Crazy Heart.
His song, Brian Bingham's song, is the main song from that movie. The song they sing at the end.
Oh.
You know, plays for the weary kind. They play it in Yellowstone once. But that was
Okay.
the main song from that movie. That was a great movie. That was
I liked it.
hard to watch movie. Like, that's
Yeah,
not
it's
one of those
sad.
ones you want to watch again. But that was a really good movie. But yeah, I mean, he was in that, and he was in Hell or High Water. So there
He
might
was
have
in
been.
Hell or High Water?
Well, Bridges
Ryan
was.
Bingham? Oh,
No.
Bridges, yeah.
So there probably was some connections in there. Maybe I don't know. All right. So then 1883, which is a prequel to Yellowstone. Huge success. That was just a 1-season miniseries. That's done. And through all this, he has written a reality show called The Last Cowboy.
What?
Yeah, it's about
Reality show.
Yeah, it's like about the professional. I think it's called reining, like the show horse stuff that you see in Yellowstone.
Yeah, all the competition shit.
It's that stuff, not rodeo, but the guys who do cowboy shit. I haven't seen it. I don't know where it's on, but it exists. Then Mayor of Kingstown, which is like 30 episodes in and 4 seasons. It got kind of shut down when Jeremy Renner almost died. Remember? He got run over by like a snowplow and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheridan is also the dude behind Tulsa King. That's the Lone Show, which
He's behind that, too?
yeah, he is the creator of that, too, and he wrote the original story.
God damn.
I haven't seen that either,
Guy's
but I know
everywhere.
it's taken off like a rocket. And
Yeah, I heard people love that show.
yeah, and there's this new show that was new last year. I think it's still in its first season, Landman with Billy Bob Thornton. He
I'm
created
not familiar
that
with
too.
that one.
Yeah, I think it's about present day oil men in Texas. I just keep hearing that people love it. I haven't seen it yet. Again, like a lot of these things are on fucking streaming services I don't have, so it takes me a while to get to them. Let me see. Does it even say what this one's on? I don't know. People know. It's doing really well. And then he did the other prequel series to Yellowstone, 1923, which this month, after 3 years, is finally coming back for a second season. But on top of that, he's got another movie coming out. He's got another show coming out called The Madison, which is another Montana. It takes place, I think, in the Yellowstone universe, but it's set in a different part of Montana. And it's about a New York family that goes through some terrible tragedy where, I don't know, I think people die. And the remaining family moves to the ranch they own in Montana. And Michelle Pfeiffer is like the mater familias.
Matter for me.
Yeah, like that one's filmed. Like that's coming. And then they've been talking about doing one called 1943. And then Yellowstone's over. So there's like 2 spinoffs that are supposed to come off that. And my man's doing a lot of shit. And he keeps showing up and acting in his own stuff.
Yeah. He's not a great actor.
I think he plays Travis really well.
Well, yeah, sure. But like,
There's something about the way he
he's like
insults
too dickish.
people. I don't know, man. I've met that dude. like I've met that cocky asshole, you know, and like a dude who's really good at what that character's supposed to be good at and makes all that money at that age. I think that's what he'd be like. He'd be a real dick. He'd be a real dick.
Yeah, it's like cartoon dick. It's so.
Well, it's supposed to be a performance, kind of, you know, because there are moments where you'll see it in season 5. You'd actually get a lot more time with him and Jimmy too. You'll see it. There's moments where he drops the act.
About Jimmy.
Yeah, man, Jimmy's a lot of the heart of that show. Linny loves him. He's her favorite character. He's an arc. He has a good arc.
Put through the ringer.
Yeah, he breaks a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Poor bastard. So anyway, man, like, yeah,
Goddamn barrel racers.
I don't know of many other actors who have made that kind of successful transition.
Oh, it's wild.
You know, and it's not like he's just like slapping his name on stuff and just like writing pilots. You know, he's in there, man. You know, he's involved in all these productions.
Yeah.
They all have, like, you can see similarities through all of them.
And what's more impressive, too, is, like, you see there are people that make their name as an actor and then trade on that name to get into something like directing.
Right.
Like Clint Eastwood.
Exactly, yeah.
Clint Eastwood was an accomplished actor before he ever became a director.
Yep.
Who the fuck was Taylor Sheridan to anyone before he wrote these shows?
Yeah, you didn't know his name. He was that guy from Sons of Anarchy. Yeah, what is that? You know,
but he wrote. Apparently, he wrote such good stuff that, like, it's,
Mel Gibson was, you know, one of the biggest stars in the world before they let him direct Braveheart. You know,
right?
Like, that's not the same thing. And plus, not only that, he kind of created a genre almost like this,
like a modern Western.
Yeah, but it's like even different because it's like Montana and Wyoming. Specifically, like so many things have taken place in Texas, you know, and in Arizona and that dusty West. But yeah, he really decided he decided he was going to create a universe. Like he made a cowboy MCU, you know.
It's less of a Western and more of like a frontier.
Yeah, I guess true.
Like
true.
I hear Western, I think cowboys, gunslingers. Like this is not that. This is like modern frontier, last frontier, but not sci-fi, like last frontier in the United States.
And I think he's showing that there's a lot of different kind of stories that can be told in that space, just from what he's produced. You know, Wind River and Hell or High Water. I know Hell or High Water takes place in Texas, but two wildly different modern takes on Western themes. They couldn't be more different story-wise. And then Yellowstone, which is this sprawling family saga, multi-generational with all the prequels. Yeah. That's a whole different animal.
And a ton of emphasis on the Native American side of things.
Yeah, that's really I actually got all of it, like 1923, 1883, and Yellowstone on disc, not too long ago, because I don't trust these streaming fuckers, right? And yay, bonus features. So there's all these behind-the-scenes making of things on 1883, and he talks about that, about how he makes it a mission to include as much of their story as he can in everything he does, and how they're probably the most misrepresented group of people in Hollywood's history, and that's fucking for sure. It's neat, though, those stories that don't get told very much, ever.
Right.
And he not only includes it, but makes it the centerpiece of a lot of what he does. You're going to love the end of Yellowstone then. Whew.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude.
Man,
it's a good ending. I'll give you that. You need to know that. I was very scared because, you know, Costner left.
I did hear that, yeah.
And I was like, fuck, man, they must have had to patch some shit together. There's an awkwardness in the first episode where he's not there because, of course, they couldn't film anything. But the end of the show is incredibly solid, and it's a really, really good finale for that kind of story. You're going to like it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Until he proves me wrong, I'll just keep watching shit that he makes.
Right, yeah. I mean, has there been a dud yet?
I mean, people have their criticisms, but fuck no, man. I loved 1923 with Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren, and like again, he taps into all these genres that just haven't been touched.
My ranch.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of declarative masculinity and shit like that, and Costner has some fucking gems in the show,
God.
and like every head of the family Dutton guy takes on this same persona, but I mean that's part of it. But at the same time, there's extremely interesting and tough female characters like Beth and Kara, which is Helen Mirren in 23, and in 1883. I don't know, man. That's just a great Western. Like it's one wonderful story with a beginning, middle, and end. It's like a really long Western.
Yeah, that one I'm excited to watch.
Yeah, you're gonna really like that from the very start.
I do have one gripe with Yellowstone.
Yeah, sure. No, it's not perfect. That's for sure. What? I'm interested.
Beth Dutton.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
She's interesting in the beginning. I was like, all right, but she gets so over the top.
Yeah,
just
she does.
in your face, like just unapologetically and relentlessly. That fuck you attitude. It's almost like tiresome at times.
It does.
Like no one is that much of an ass all the time.
Like they could have done a little bit more. Like she always ebbs and flows. Like she'll do things to make you forgive her.
Editing.
Yeah, they might have gone a little too heavy on those scenes with her in some of the seasons, but they humanized her a lot with her relationship with her husband, with Rip, and with the kid Carter. And I don't know. You're right though. It gets a little heavy sometimes. Just like Kevin Costner gets a little heavy sometimes. There's a little too much of that, And then there's like just a couple too many scenes of Casey and his wife mournfully bemoaning their station. That's just constant bitching and moaning all the time. And that's why people have said it's soap opera-y. But also there's like gun battles and surgery without anesthesia in a horse trailer, and
oh yeah, that part was gnarly.
There's some cool shit, man. Like I forgive the melodrama a bit for the cool shit. And I don't know, man. Like I've never cared about that world before. Like I've never given a shit about ranchers or like, when you're a kid and you're like, didn't you want to be a cowboy? It's like, yeah, but in your head, that's like, I wanted to go back in time in a DeLorean and pretend to be a cowboy. Like, you don't think of like being a cowboy today.
Living a lifestyle.
And then like, I mean, this country is so big. I think it lets you immerse yourself in it. And like, I love the bunkhouse scenes and stuff, like the everyday life stuff.
The bunkhouse scenes are great.
It's like two different shows sometimes because there's all this family melodrama, and then the bunkhouse stuff is like almost like a TV show that's very focused on a profession, and nothing exists outside. And like, they watch rodeos on TV, and like it's just such an immersive world that they're in. And there's parts of this country that are like that, And we just, I haven't spent a lot of time, and I've been through them. I've flown over them. I've hung out in them for a little bit, but
now you want to wear a cowboy hat.
I don't want to wear a goddamn cowboy hat, man. I want to go somewhere where it's okay. Where it's okay. I can wear any kind of leather garment I want here, but it's not where I'm at right now.
This is a very random thought. I just want to know if you agree with me. In Yellowstone, there's a character. I think he's one of the livestock agents.
Okay.
Remember the episode where like he puts those two guys in the horse trailer?
The round gentleman with the mustache.
Yeah, he looks like this. What I want to know is like, is it just me or does he look like the Temu version of like Danny McBride?
Word. That's it.
He was like.
He uses that actor in all kinds of
Stan
shit.
McBride.
He was in Wind River. He was the rapey.
Was he?
He was the rapey oil worker dude.
Oh, he was. That guy sucks.
who dies in the snow brutally at the end.
Oh, he was the one at the end of Wind River. I didn't realize that was him.
That's him. Yeah. And he's also in 1883. You'll spot him.
All right, yeah. I can't.
He's got
miss
a
him
big
now.
beard and shit, and they, that's what they did to make everyone look different in 1883. They just put a fucking beard on him. Sheridan's in that. He has a small part in one episode where he has a big beard. Manny McBride. There you go. He's like a cross between Danny McBride and that dude from The Bear, Matty Matheson.
Matty Matheson? Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy that was a cook in real life. Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's where it's at. Like, the only disappointing thing from him I've seen has been mildly disappointing was Sicario 2. And,
right, okay.
And I'll forgive that because, I mean, a lot of people make sequels to things that are hits. What are you going to do? But again,
Sicario 1 was awesome.
Sicario 2 is not even remotely in my bottom 50. Like, it's a fine movie. It's totally watchable and rewatchable. So, yeah, I'll just keep watching this shit, man. Maybe he gets better as he gets older. Who knows? I would love for him to focus on movies again at some point. That would be great. But these long form stories, I don't know, man. I'm kind of okay with it. It almost feels like you get to watch novels, and some stories are just too long for a miniseries, and they don't make a good TV show. There's got to be something else, and I think we're getting that, at least in this day and age. If we're not, the theater experience is dying, and a lot of other things are changing about movies, but we're getting these telenovels, sort of,
I like that comparison. It's like getting to watch a novel.
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me, man. I like it. I like how you get to spend a chapter over here, and it's okay. You get to explore this for a while, or there's a flashback episode, and it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like backstory instead of feeling like a diversion, because they probably spent more money on that flashback episode than any other episode in the season.
Because all the sets are different.
Yeah. Did you know that's where the 1883 show came from? They did, there's 2 flashbacks in season 4 of Yellowstone.
I remember one where like there's like some Native Americans trying to bury their father on Dutton's land.
Yep.
Is that what you're talking about?
That's the first one, and then later in the scene, that's James Dutton, and Tim McGraw, the country singer, plays him. And from the behind the scenes thing, apparently they're friends. Like, Sheridan's friends with them, and he's married to Faith Hill, of course, and they're friends with like Tom Hanks and his wife, and like, Hollywood, right? So through the grapevine, they all met, and he told Tim McGraw to come to the set one day when he was making Yellowstone, and he told him, "I'm going to have you do some flashback scenes, and you get to be the first Dutton." And he's like, "You think your wife would do it? Because I need a wife. So you think Faith would do it?" And it was that simple. And they just filmed those 2 scenes. That scene you're talking about, and then the scene where James Dutton gets shot and then comes home and then presumably dies.
Yep, I remember that scene.
And the studio saw those scenes, and they called him in, and they were like, "Yeah, we think this is a show.
You got to make this."
So then he had to call Tim McGraw, and he's like, "Well, hold on now. Let me make some calls first and see if they would even fucking do it, because they're not actors,
Right, they have other shit going on.
They are not actors. They have families and shit. But they were both down for it, and I got to tell you, dude, I'm stunned that both of them can act as well as they can. They were fantastic. Through the whole thing. And Tim McGraw has a lot of scenes he has to carry, and a lot of just really hard scenes too, man. Like,
it's all that country singing.
And I'll tell you, dude,
it's about the stories.
Well, you know how some actors have gravity, like they just hold a screen, and like it's really evident when there's young actors that Hollywood is trying to make up and coming actors, and they throw them into like a star role. And they just don't have it. Like, they just don't hold the screen. It has nothing to do with being handsome or anything. Like there's just actors who have a gravity. Like Sam Elliott holds a screen. No matter what role he's playing, like he will outshine Patrick Swayze in a scene. Like even with the mullet. Tim McGraw's got that gravity, and the dude looks perfectly natural on a saddle, on a horse, in a saddle, in all that cowboy shit. You just bought it. You just buy it all the way through.
Yeah, I have no doubt he's like comfortable in that in that setting.
Yeah, and just how Sam Elliott looks so natural doing all that shit. You know, it's and it has that Unforgiven look to it. Like everything does. You know, just like Deadwood, like it was trying to be really authentic. Everyone is really fucking dirty and sweaty. And it's all gross. And because it would have been, you know. And everyone wears the same fucking clothes because they only have 2 shirts.
Yeah, you got like the one shirt.
Yeah, the one vest, the one jacket, the one fucking dirty hat. And you just watch the hats get dirtier and dirtier and fucking... I don't know, man. You're going to really like it. I'm jealous almost because you get to see it for the first time.
Yeah, I will report back.
All right, man. This is good. This is neat to know that we're both fans of something that's still getting made, even if it's the one dude's stuff. That's great.
Yeah,
it's great.
He really has. I think you said it pretty well earlier. He created like a new genre unto itself, and it's very distinct, and it's his.
Yeah,
it's like there's nobody else doing it right now.
Yeah. There's not even any competition. The first competition I've seen is that Netflix show, American Primeval. It just dropped, I think, last month. Have you heard about this?
I have. I want to watch that.
It's a lot of similarities to 1883, for sure, because it's about a wagon train headed west. But it's set much earlier. It's in the 1850s. It's before the Civil War. So it's a bit different. That was directed by Peter Berg. Another bit actor turned director. Not much of a writer. He's pretty much just a director, but he's done a lot at this point. He wasn't much of an actor. I don't even know. Like the only thing I can think of off the top of my head was Copland with that Stallone movie he was in.
I loved Copland.
Yeah, I did too. Did you ever see the director's cut?
No, I haven't.
I'm going to lend that to you. That's one of the few movies where the director's cut makes... Word. It's one of the few movies where the director's cut actually makes a difference. It's really different. Little changes, but it makes a whole world of difference. If you like the original one, you'll like it a lot better. I promise.
I do like the original.
I promise. Yeah.
You better be right.
Yeah, I think I'm more of a Sheridan fan than a Pete Berg fan. I did like American Primeval. It was more of an action play than a Western, I think.
Action play.
Like, no, I didn't mean that. I mean more of a play for the action genre than a play for the Western genre. You know, it was more, there was CG in it, obvious CG. Like, of course there was CG in 1883, but there were camera angles that weren't possible. Like, you follow arrows in American Primeval. Like, the 1883 is a very realistic depiction of violence. Whereas American Primeval is much more stylized. Still dark and still very, gritty because it's not trying to be goofy or showy, but, it's just a little more slick, a little more Pete Bergish.
Bergish.
That's just that's what his shit's like. Like, he did Lone Survivor, that...
yeah, I remember Lone Survivor.
Marky Mark.
You don't go home, you don't go home.
Yeah, I read that book. Pete Berg also has a tendency to take perfectly dramatic and interesting historical tales and just change them for no fucking reason. Just like that movie. He changed the entire end of the story and just made up a bunch of shit.
I'm looking at the IMDb right now. You know what he's in that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid?
As an actor? No, what?
As an actor, Fire in the Sky.
Yeah, he was in that.
Remember that movie?
Yeah,
That
I
was
do.
freaky.
That alien abduction movie. He was in that with the T-1000. Robert Patrick was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a
scared
good
the
one.
Shit out of me.
Yeah, that is creepy. That is a creepy one. That's underappreciated. You know who else was in that?
Who?
The main dude, the guy who gets abducted. I can't remember the actor's name, but he was in my wife's favorite movie. One of her favorite movies. The Cutting Edge.
Oh, D.B. Sweeney?
Yeah, D.B. Sweeney.
Yeah, D.B. Sweeney.
Yeah, he was in the Cutting
I saw
Edge.
the Cutting Edge.
Yeah, the figure
Pamchenko.
skating. Yeah, the hockey player turns figure skater. Yeah.
I saw that. I saw that movie when I was a kid. What year did that come out? That was the very early
90s.
90s.
Yeah, and I want to say 94. Yeah,
All
then
right, so I was like 10, and then I had to ask my parents what foreplay was.
because of that movie.
They're at like a press conference, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the interaction we have in the ice is a lot like," and they're like searching for the word, and then one of them blurts out foreplay. Me and my sisters all snap our heads back to our parents, like, "What's that?
What's that mean, Ma?
What's foreplay?"
That's adorable.